you're going to have multiple logical operators if you have more than two conditions. In this example, we're just going to select every field from the books table, but not for every record. The category must be family life, or the pub ID must be 4, and the cost greater than 15. Now that's kind of confusing, because are we asking, is the category equals family life or pub ID, or is it pub ID and cost greater than 15? The order of precedence. Not is always evaluated first. There is no not logical operator in this example. The and is evaluated first, and then the or. So it kind of ignores this or for now, and it goes to the and. Since the and joins the pub equals 4 condition and the cost greater than 15 condition, essentially it's putting a parenthesis around these two conditions. So, in the results for this select statement, if the category is family life, the results get returned. Hence, this one and this one. Or, pub ID equals 4 and cost greater than 15. So, pub ID equals 4 and cost greater than 15. Pub ID equals 4 and cost is greater than 15. So remember that the AND operator is going to be evaluated before any OR operators in your multiple logical operators in your select statement. You can use parentheses to override your order of evaluation. If we wanted it to be the category is family life or pub ID 4 as one condition, that it can be one or the other, but whichever one it is, it must also have and cost greater than 15. So our results are slightly different here. Every single record has to have a cost greater than 15, but they also have to have either a category of family life or a pub ID of 4. When resolving multiple types of operators, arithmetic operators are evaluated first, comparison operators are evaluated second, and logical operators are evaluated last. Treatment of null values. Remember that null values are unknown values, so we can't use an equal to, a greater than, or a less than, because we don't know if the condition would be true or not. So we have to use the logical operator is null when restricting data where null values are concerned. So our where clause is where ship date is null. It returns all orders that have no data in the ship date. Of course, if we wanted to reverse that, we would say is not null. Common error when trying to restrict rows or records based on fields that are null values is using the equal comparison operator. Can't do that when you're checking on null values. Next is the order by. This is another clause that we can add to our SQL statements. The order by clause presents data sorted in a specific order. By default, the data will be sorted in ascending order if we use an order by clause. Remember, if we don't use an order by clause, the data is going to be returned in the order that it is in the table. So the order by clause, we say order by and then a field name or a column number. We'll talk column number in just a moment. Ascending order is default. If we want to put it in descending order would be Z to A or 9 to 1 going down. It would be descending order. We use the DES keyword to override the column default. Now you can order by more than one column. You could order by last name, then by first name. So you get all the Adams, and then all the Jones, and then all the Smiths. But then within each group of last name, you get all the Aarons, and then the Bobs, and then the Zacharys. If you are going to use order by multiple columns, there's a maximum number of columns you can use. I hope that you're not writing a select statement that selects 255 columns and then you order by those 255 columns. But you could if you wanted to. In ascending order, values will be listed in the following sequence. If there are numeric values in the field, those will be sorted first, then character values, then null values. In descending order, this sequence is reversed. Page 272 has an example, and I'm going to go rather quickly through these examples instead of explaining them. You should be able to look at these examples, whether it's on this video or go to the page in your book and read, evaluate this statement, and then based on the statement, look at the results. Order by can reference a column position. This is where I mentioned earlier, I said a column number. This column position or column number comes from the columns in your select clause. Last name is the first column, first name is the second, state is the third, city is the fourth. This order by clause says order by 3 and then by 4. It's first going to order by the third column, which is state, and then the fourth column, which is city. We see reversed order. They use the descending keyword for the state field.